This message is for my Scorpios. It's been a little while since we've been in this room, so I'm not aware of my volume. You guys can hear me, but also there's people mowing the grass outside. There's some sort of ice cream truck going by. You can probably hear that, but hopefully it's not distracting. This is where we are today. This is what we're working with. The message I wrote for you guys has something to do with they're sold on you. Oh, interesting. The notepad that I'm writing on says something properties. So I don't know if this has anything to do with home buying, home selling, realty. It's not for everybody, but something to do with that. Anyway, and I did say they're sold on you, so properties and sold could have to do with that. But also, what I think this is, it's freaking hot in here. It has to be hot though, because my grandma's on blood thinner, and so it has to be hot. She gets cold easy. I'm going to give an example. Remember, like, these examples don't have to be your exact scenario. It's just kind of what's popping into my head. Just kind of plays it how it fits for you. But let's say you've been seeing somebody for a while, or somebody you know has, whoever. And I don't know, you're feeling some type of way about their family. You can kind of tell that some of them don't really like you, or they just all outright did disrespectful things or whatever. I don't know. Either way, you can tell that you're not really accepted, and that they don't agree with you, or maybe your past, or who you've been. They're not really warm and welcoming. Like, you can see, okay? But, I mean, you love your person. Maybe you're falling in love with them. Maybe you guys are deciding to get married, or have children, or move in together, or whatever. And it takes them a while, right? Like, it's taken them a while. The family. The partner's sold on you, but the family's not so much, you know? And then over time, after they see how much you've done for someone, how much they see that you're willing to adjust things even in your own life, and change yourself even, not for them, hopefully not. Hopefully you're being accepted for who you are. But, I don't know, like, maybe somebody thinks that you're a gold digger. You got with somebody because of this and that, and you may want this, or like had an agenda, although, what? You know? Or that maybe you just don't love them. Maybe you were more stable, but you just didn't love them. I don't know. Either way, I do think you probably got a little prejudged here. Somebody did. Whoever this message is for, Scorpio or cross-watcher, somebody did. And they're coming around. They're like sold on you now. I don't know if it's just over time they've started to see the love between you two, that it's genuine. It's real. They really love you. You really love them. And it's by the sacrifices both of you have made, and you can just see it. The proof is in the pudding. The proof is on your face. It's on their face. They can tell. You look at them with eyes of love, vice versa. Now, this is not the message. It's just the example within the message I'm getting. So the family's sold on you now, but I can't knock this feeling that you're not really sold on them. Even if on, like, a brave face, even if on the outside you're kind of going along with it, because, I mean, at least, you know, I still don't think that you believe them, or I don't think you're happy about it, because you're like, no, I don't feel like if you don't accept me up front, like, why did it take you so long? Why did you not trust me? Why did you come into it with negative energy? You almost got us to break up or divorce or leave each other, or you did. Let's say it's an ex who had a very opinionated mother or father or siblings, and they were able to, you know, kind of voice their opinion on this person. Now, I'm not saying it was perfect between the two of you, but that doesn't mean there's not love. Also, these parents didn't live perfect lives either. Either way, it's like prejudged type things. You get what I'm saying? And so the two of you go your separate ways, but then now maybe somebody's coming back. Maybe somebody is realizing who they've loved the whole time, and it's you. They've always been in love with you, and y'all are very different now than you were 10, 20 years ago, right? That's just an example. Again, another one. Well, maybe this person, you probably wouldn't know this unless it's reversed, is telling their parents or their mom or their dad or their siblings, I'm thinking of getting back with, or trying to reconnect at least with Scorpio, vice versa. And this family member is like, you know what? I'm sold on it. But maybe it's just a front and they're just pretending to be. Maybe they don't really mean it. Or maybe they do mean it, but let's say this person does come back. you guys start reconnecting, and then you're gonna be like, I don't trust them. I don't trust this person. I feel like they don't really have my best interest at heart. I feel like they're only accepting me because it's for the person I love, not because they actually accept me, or because they want to see, if you guys share children, or because they want to see the child or the children, but not because they genuinely care. I feel like they would try to sabotage me the first second they got. Like, go with your gut, let me tell you. If you don't feel safe, especially safe, don't ever downplay that or brush it off as you're just being, no. Do I feel that's the case here? Not necessarily. But in some cases, I don't want to be like, naive about it. In some cases, there are people that will be fake to you because that's what their person wants to hear. Their family member. That's what their family member who loves you wants to hear. They want support from their family. So yeah, they may be fake. So I would watch your back, some of you, but only if you're feeling that. Otherwise, I wouldn't think negatively about it. I wouldn't go into it like that, at least. And just kind of trust the process. But still, I do believe in being also vigilant in your own life. I mean, no one's going to have your back like you're going to have your back. Now, if this has nothing to do with love, and you guys or anyone watching me is actually in a long-term, stable, committed relationship, like it ain't going nowhere, or just period in a stable relationship, you guys, doesn't have to be long-term, but maybe this isn't necessarily about love, but this is a message on sold on it. Your partner could finally be on the same page with you when it comes to something. Whether it's, okay, you've convinced me, almost like convincing here. You've convinced me to sell it, finally, I'll sell it, I'll put it up for sale. Or you've convinced me to buy it. Yeah, okay, all right, I agree. Yeah, we do need to buy a new home or move. Or, yeah, okay, we do need to get our place or a new place, an own place. Yeah, okay, you're right, we need to sell our car, get it worked on. Or, okay, yeah, you're right, we need to buy a car or something. Or if there is anyone who sells properties here, maybe someone's like liking, maybe, unless you sell properties, someone here would be like, I like this property. Okay, I'm going to agree on it. Sign you on the dotted line. So I'm sold on it. You could make a sale, basically. It doesn't have to be properties, though. If any of you are in sales, you could end up making the sale, either because you're the one buying it, whatever it is, or it's being bought from you, and you're going to get a cut, a percentage. Now, also, this is like car salesman too, cars, dealership. Oh, it could also be like street dealer, you know what I'm like? Well, I was getting something else a minute ago. Sold on you. Something to do with an agreement. Sold on it. Sold on it. I don't know. Maybe it has nothing to do with another person or other people. Maybe you had a specific belief, we'll say that. Or vice versa, this could be somebody on your mind. And over a period of time or a period of studying or looking into something deeper, someone may be sold on the new idea of what they've just recently learned of. Meaning someone could completely go from being, let's say, an atheist to a Christian. I mean, you can have that type sold on it. Like, I'm completely sold on a whole new idea. I'm sold on it. Now, let's say you got somebody here who's been kind of sitting back in the shadows, being kind of quiet, examining somebody, and just maybe they like to take their time, and over a period of observation, they or you, if this is you doing it, has finally come to the conclusion, or will, I guess, in the near future, to where it's like, yeah, I'm sold on it. That's who I want. That's the one. Now I'm going to pursue them. Someone's decided. This feels like a decision. Or someone's deciding on you. Now, it could also be sold on it, like I'm sold that I do not like this person. I'm convinced. Now I am dead set on it, and I'm just going to either walk the other way, or if it's like where you got to deal with people because of work or family or whatever, it's like, well, I'll just pretend, but no. Especially going back to the first scenario I said, where it's like, if you're dealing with in-laws here or anything like that, vice versa, it may be like, I shouldn't have to sell you on me. I'm not property. I shouldn't have to, I mean, I've been sold once before as an adoptee. That's me. Y'all know. So coming from an I place here, I shouldn't have to be sold again, you know. I don't want to be sold. So I shouldn't have to sell you on me. You either accept me for I am. It's like take me as I am or watch me as I go. It's like that. So you could be feeling like that, especially if you feel like it's taking you this much for someone to accept you, or that maybe they're only accepting you because the person you love accepts you and forgives you, or you forgive them, especially if it's like past or just in love in general, you know. So Jen, Jenny, Jen, something to do with that. Jen, Jenny, Jennifer, Janae, Jade, Jada, something to do with J, or just the letter J. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. So they're sold on you, or you're sold on another, or somebody's buying something, selling something, buying a new idea. Like, okay, I believe it. I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when I see it. Somebody here wants proof, and then the proof is in the pudding. They start to see the proof of whatever it is, whether it's a belief in the universe and God, and that there is no reason that nothing matters, nihilism. It's like, oh, that makes sense. I'll believe it when I see it. Somebody here I'm definitely hearing something about a non-believer, whether it's not believing in a person, not believing in a certain, like maybe someone just don't believe in aliens and then they see one or some shit, you know. I don't believe in ghosts and then they get possessed or something. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I feel like somebody's gonna be made a believer. Oh, anyway, I think we got what we needed. This is actually a nice message. I hope I'm not too loud, or also that I'm not too quiet, because I'm not trying to be really loud. My grandma, I could say some things, but the only reason I haven't filled you guys in is because I know that I have stalkers and ones in the family that we have no relationship, and so why would I put my personal business out there for the people who don't care to hold and know that information? I'm not. So if you guys feel anything, you're like, where is she? Is she okay? She seems like she's going, and then sometimes she's gone, and then she's going and she's gone. Trust me, there's a method to my fucking madness. Isn't the year I was born, see, I don't know my chart, y'all know I don't know my chart, but wasn't the year I was born like a Scorpio Pluto? Wouldn't that mean that my Scorpio is in Pluto? That would be the only thing I know out of my chart other than my sun sign. Right, let's see. Alright, yes, I'm a Pluto Scorpio. Or Scorpio and Pluto. That's all I know. I don't know my birth chart. I'll never know. I don't have a birth time. And I'm adopted. But I know my sun sign, obviously. And so, yeah. Pluto and Scorpio. So, whatever that means. If you guys, anyone here was born between 1984 and 1995, you are also a Pluto and Scorpio. So, oh, let me screenshot that. I'm gonna read on this while we, get off here, but yeah, they're sold on you. Or they're sold on something, or you are. Someone here is. Did I say that a million times? I'm just trying to make sure I've got everything that's coming to me. I think so. I believe. I've been made a believer. Or I believe. And listen, guys, let me just back it up a little. I know I said I would go, but I told you something else would come to me. Let's say the first scenario. That one keeps coming to me, so I feel like that's somebody's story here. Whether it's exes returning or possibly reconciling here, reconnecting at least. I don't know about getting back together, but reconnecting. Or people who are together now, but the families didn't always agree. Either way, either story. I think for the most part, still watch your back, but I feel like for the most part, families are supportive of this relationship. Yeah, believe it or not. Especially for exes. They might surprise you that some of the family, like let's say you were with somebody, unless this is all reversed, and they got with so many people after they haven't been with you, or just one, whoever, and anyway, crash and burn, crash and burn, crash and burn, or if they just got with one person after you, it's just one big crash and burn. Either way, the family's been thinking this whole time, I don't know why was Scorpio so bad, vice versa, right? Like, I know it wasn't perfect, and they were kind of, but I feel like you could have fought harder. I mean, I feel like you fought for these people harder than you fought for that one, and you've actually got something there. Like, I think you guys actually love each other, and that's probably why you're running away from each other. You know, there could be people who really are supportive in the family, who are really like, I think you're kind of either a glutton for punishment, you're a masochist, or you blah 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 because you just keep choosing the wrong people. Like, what was so wrong with this one? You know, I mean, meanwhile, we're just all coming full circle because now you're coming to us telling us you love them. Unless it's people who are still together, it's like, but I love them, you know, and maybe distance got in the way or age, people were too young. You know, when you're young, you're very different than when you're older, hopefully, very different. Or, you know, family or things got in the way, or people's addictions, or people's issues, people's trauma. I mean, that can affect a lot of things too. Until people get help, you can't really do well in a relationship, you know. You're just gonna watch each other go down. So maybe something was toxic at a point, but that doesn't mean it will continue to be that way, or that it will be now at this point. And you could have the people here, or somebody, friends at least, if not the family, somebody who's like, no, I believe in it. I think this could work. Again, you may feel like you have to pretend for a little bit because you don't know if it's true what you're getting from people, if they're really accepting you, sold on you, or they're just going along with it because who they love loves you. But either way, I mean, you know, take it slow. You don't gotta just let somebody in and open your fucking heart for them, or your own personal space to them. I would take it slow, and they should probably take it slow too. But I mean, I don't know. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what anybody fucking thinks. It's between you and another person. If this isn't your story, it's somebody that you know. Maybe someone in your family who's feeling this way, a friend of yours, a co-worker, vice versa. It's just like, at the end of the day, don't matter what anybody thinks about it, does it? It just matters between two people how they feel about each other. And that goes for anything other, even aside from relationships. It don't matter what anybody thinks. What makes you happy? You can't worry about what people think. You'll be a very unhappy person. And this existence here on this planet's pretty short, so why do that? Who gives a shit? Even if you got people that everybody who loves you and they're on the same page, you think some of them don't talk shit behind your back? Of course they do. Or even the people, like, you gonna get hate no matter what. So, alright guys, that's what I got for your message. Thank you for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.